Introducing custom t-shirts. Sticker Mill makes it
Don't mind me, just restarting my audio there. Hey guys, come on in, get cozy, get comfy. We'll be starting up in just a couple minutes. Good to see all you here. All right, hey everybody, how's it going? How's it going? How's your week been? It's as you can see, new exciting location. Greetings from colorful Colorado. There's a sign behind me that says that you can't fully see, but that's what it says. So yeah, the road trip continues. We have departed beautiful central Wisconsin, and now we're in beautiful Colorado. This is the longest road trip I've ever been on in my life. It's been a lot of fun though. We've seen a lot of cool stuff as a family. Hopefully it's more a happy nostalgic trip for the kids than a, scarring tragedy. I'm sure it's fine. It's all good. So hey everybody, I'm happy to see you. This is the part of the stream where I should probably introduce myself. I'm Jeff. Good to meet you. You can call me Wags. I am the G in WagWorksGA. The A is my wife, Ashley. We are a husband-wife, illustrator-author team. We work on kids' graphic novels, and I also like to do slice-of-life comics and fan art from video games and movies and anime, because that's what I like, and art is fun. So hey, glad you're here. Glad you're here this week. I am tired. I'm a tired human. So we're on Mountain Time. We're usually not. Usually I function on Eastern Time down in sunny Florida. So I've been trying to continue functioning on that for my day job, and that makes for a tired human. 2 hours earlier than your usual local time schedule. But I'm hanging in there. We're good. We're having a good time. And I hope y'all are here to have some fun, watch some art, just chill. We have a relaxed time here. That's how we roll. So, if you've seen the stream before, this is the part where I usually do a warm-up. I will say, if anybody has watched before, we have a new chat overlay, because I got tired of trying to dodge the chat box when I went to just chatting, and I also added a few fun things. So, chat will show up over that's not right there. Chat will show up right there. And hope it's, you know, it's one of those things I'm still building out the stream as I go. So we'll see how it works. We'll make the adjustments and we will learn together, all of us. All right, with that, we're going to get ready to do our usual Pokemon drawing warm-up exercise. So I've got my cards right here. Now, Frank, I don't think you're here yet. Yeah, I don't see you yet. So Frank, you requested a very specific Pokemon that was actually in the deck last time. So I'm just gonna skip right to it because it's also like my daughter's favorite, so one of her favorites. So we're gonna go with Fuecoco. That's who we drew from our random pick this time. So what we're gonna do is head over to our Clip Studio Paint. Whee! All right, I'm gonna grab a reference image real quick. I encourage anybody who would like to draw along. This little warm-up is just meant to loosen up our arms, loosen up our wrists, get ourselves thinking about shapes and how we lay things out spatially. We're really just getting into art mode, especially if we spent a good chunk of the week or day not doing that. So that's what it's all about. All right, we've got reference image right here. And this time I'm even gonna not start drawing on the reference layer because that's good times. Let me get my pen out. All right, trying not to take down my entire table here. Good times, good times. Okay, and we're gonna set a timer for 5 minutes. Usual disclaimers, I'm not gonna finish this piece in 5 minutes. I'm not gonna probably even complete pencils in 5 minutes. I'm gonna go through standard sketches. Then if I finish that and get it in a good place, I'm gonna go to pencils. Then I would usually go on to final lines, then colors, and then shading. But this is just a warm up, so we're just gonna get as far as we get. And if we like it, we can always come back to it later. So timer is set for 5 minutes. If you wanna draw along, here we go. Starting now. So, feels wrong to try to draw it in blue, so I'm gonna just get us a nice Fuecoco-ish red there. All right, cool. And I like to do my rough sketch layer in a really ginormous brush size. That way, I'm just not likely to try to get, you know, too into the details. I'm still just working on big overall shapes. So now usually my MO when I do this sketch is to draw Pokemon in some sort of like adorable, well, at least adorable to me, sleeping position. But as I have already done a sleeping Fuecoco piece for my Etsy shop and also for a GDQ donation, I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm gonna actually do something different. I think we're just gonna make a really happy celebrating Fuecoco. Seemed like a pretty happy guy. Just gonna get the shape of this kind of eye mask piece in here. You know what's funny is when I draw it like this, it gets almost a little bit of Totodile energy, I feel like. Move this layer down just a little bit. Probably could have done this in portrait, but I can always adjust that later, you know? Alright, it's gonna come in here. Big old smile. Maybe I'll go across here. There we go. Alright, that's okay so far. Splay out those fingers a little bit. And you know what? I forgot to set up my chat monitor. I'll do that later. I will do that later. Since we're not really not popping off so much at the moment. And that's okay. Because we're all about chilling. That's it. Might be a little aggressive on those teeth. We can adjust that. Or maybe it's just that the whole open mouth part is too big right now. Yeah, that is better. I like that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Actually, his feet should probably widen at the base, give a little of that sense of gravity. He's just kind of doing a happy little random dance. He's not really sure what he's doing, but he's happy. He's happy you're here. I'm happy you're here. We are kindred spirits. Okay, it doesn't count quite that high. Yeah, I've almost gotten a pencils-like quality going here, but I can tighten it up a little bit more still when I get to that phase. You can see also, yeah, those guys, we'll get those in quick. Okay. Still make sure I'm not drawing on my reference layer. Whee! Okay, cool. Do it a little bit like this. Here we go. Here we go. Just come off something like this. There we go. Okay. Happy guy. And probably make this come down a little bit more. Okay. Hey. We got a sketch layer. Reduce opacity. Set up our pencils layer. Spell it correctly if I dare. Alright. So yeah, so now we're at pencils. Just gonna tighten this up a little bit. I think this is a pretty good basis. I'm gonna redo some of these shapes a little bit. Pencils just get a little more into it, following our favorite lines from our sketches. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Check that against there. Yeah, maybe curve that up. Give him a little bit of a happier smile. So the mask just goes there. You're gonna come back in like this. Okay. Just do this real quick. I can't leave just one nostril. Don't tell anyone. Okay. That's our 5-minute timer. All right. Okay. This is in a good place so far. I like it. I am happy with this. I hope you have similar results for you. Frank, hey! Yeah, so I forgot to set up my my chat monitor again. So I didn't even see it come in. Yes, I did this just for you. If you were to go back and watch the VOD, you'd hear me say last week Frank asked for this. So I'm doing it. I have heard you, and I see you, and yeah, here we are. It's not even a funny looking Fuecoco like last time. All right, well, I need to move this over here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Frank, how have you been? How's your week going? It's almost over, I guess, technically, but how's it been? All right. While we're thinking about that, I am gonna go ahead and grab my chat monitor, which I, would like to do. Going great so far. That's what we like to hear. That is what we like to hear. Without knocking everything over. Maybe. All right, we're still hanging in there. Okay, I'm back. Is that a long drive for you, Frank? To your grandma's? Is this gonna fit? You know, the fun thing about traveling and doing different like Airbnbs and hotels and stuff is that you never quite know if your setup's actually gonna fit. 2 hours, okay. That's a solid drive. Okay. Now, Frank, I was gonna show you. I got tired of dodging out of the chat window, so I set up a new chat overlay. So, it's good times. All right, what am I doing? yeah, I'm pretty proud of it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, show how awesome I am. Not really, but whee! It's so fun. I love it. So I think at this point I've successfully caught up to Twitch, like, what, 5, 6, 7 years ago? I'm really doing some bleeding edge work here. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, if you'll excuse me, I didn't think this out particularly well. But I will get there. Yeah, I love the emotes. It's fun. Stream, yeah. I am slowly but surely learning about how to use stream elements effectively, and I'm liking it so far. Oh my goodness. The things I do to set up my chat. Nope, that's not a name. Riveting TV right now, I tell you. Yep. So yeah. Oh, you did? I gotta get into, yeah, you think I do, especially because, like, I love listening to stuff while I'm working. You would totally think that I'd start doing more podcasts and audiobooks, but no, it's more or less just YouTube and Twitch when I'm working in the background. Oh, so does Thrawn Treason, it goes a lot more into the chiss? What's happening right now? Why is everything logged out? Why is everything logged out? Hey. We're gonna try this again. $15 hours a month for free? Dude, that's pretty nice. I was gonna say, like, they don't shine a big spotlight on the chiss and a lot of like the, well, especially Skywalker Saga type stuff, but where are we going? Okay. Almost there. All right. Well, that took long enough, but I finally did it. Cool. So have you been watching Ahsoka? Actually, now that I've got chat set up and I can see you while I'm working, I'm gonna hop into this comic because it is not going to line itself. I asked it. It said no, very angrily. All right. Again, I like to split up my foreground and background. It doesn't really matter. It gives me a little more flexibility to move stuff around and adjust composition later. but I might not actually draw behind everything in the foreground, so it might not even matter that much. Oh, nice. Okay. All that I will say is that we watched every episode that's been released. It's I do enjoy it very much. Okay. All right, I did the rulers on this one for these museum steps. I might try freehanding it because we don't know how that well goes. How well that goes? Hello? Okay. It's amazing what a good character can do to open your perspective to other sides of the stories. Yes, that's what I want. Actually, usually I do a lot smaller size for these. Yeah, I agree. It's interesting to read the things that are written from the alternate perspective. It definitely gives like a real sense of depth. I mean, as long as they're not like written of like, I'm Johnny Evil Guy and I love being evil, so here's all the evil things I'm going to do. That's usually less compelling. Oh, nice. As much as I consider myself a huge fan of Star Wars, I will say I have virtually not touched the books. Just as a matter of time. Like, I love books. I read books. I just never think to pick them up because I'm usually at the library checking out a bunch of other stuff. That's what I wanted. Okay. Yeah. Lost Stars is your highest recommendation? And then you said like the major adult novels for the High Republic. If you couldn't tell I was tired, my creative assertion of vocabulary this evening is probably proving that. Yeah, come on. Okay, close enough. So Lost Stars is generally considered the best novel. Everyone's mad there's no sequel. Okay, and then high adult novels. I don't know what that entails. High Republic adult novels are next level. Okay. We will keep talking about this on stream, and one of these days I will remember to pick one up and read one. It's gonna happen. Meanwhile, happy October to everybody. I think yeah, it was September. It was September last time I streamed. That changed. Yeah, I feel like Star Wars does a really good job recruiting and maintaining a very talented stable of writers. Like, I do love when you watch like Star Wars Celebration, the webcasts, like the panels that they have for the actual books and High Republic stuff. It's cool. Like, you can see that how much they care about like building and maintaining that right group of people to carry the stories forward. So Claudia Gray, wrote Lost Stars and the High Republic Phase 1 finale. Okay. Nope, that's not a straight line. Beep. All right. This is a long straight line, so I'm gonna just make it a... Nope. We all knew how this is gonna go. Nobody's surprised here. Jeff draws straight lines horribly. Yeah, no. Really? You know, I keep trying a new angle, and yet... Hey. And you'd think that eventually I'd remember that I have hotkeys to do undo, but no. No. Disney is crazy because Light of the Jedi and The Rising Storm were written by comic book authors who have never written novels, and they're both amazing. I mean, I am not surprised because I think format, yes, format can change, but like the elements of storytelling are all very much there. And yeah, when an author knows their format really well, they can do some incredible things. But I think what's amazing is when you realize like how many creators are out there. Like most of the authors that I know through our KidLit stuff work in like a majority of the genres of KidLit. Like, so they'll be working on like, hey, here's my picture book manuscript. Here's my, you know, middle grade novel. Oh, and I'm working on a YA. Oh, and I also have like, you know, an adult novel that I'm working on, or, you know, they're doing like NaNoWriMo or something like that. Which maybe not everybody knows what NaNoWriMo is. It's National Novel Writing Month. Yes, National Novel Writing Month. I had to make sure that I was not making up gibberish. Where the goal is to just try to write a novel in over the month of November. And there are people who do this every year, and it's crazy awesome. You got it, Frank. That's the one. National Novel Writing Month. Everyone listen to Frank and not me. National Novel Writing Month. So have you tried it? Oh my God. Okay. I'm really going for it here without the rulers, even though clearly I'm struggling a bit on these long straight lines because it does just still give everything a little sense of life. It's not perfect, and that's the way we like to do it. I know for the writers, NaNoWriMo is huge. But then like all my Illustrator folk are deep in the thrall of Inktober, or insert your alternate Tober activity here. I was gonna do these smaller. That's okay. That's okay. You know what? This is coming through all right. It's coming through all right. I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy here. It is definitely very chill. Although maybe working on lettering is a little more favorite. Come on, man. Thanks. So Frank, I don't know, I don't think you're here at the beginning of stream when I was talking about it. Yeah, I agree. The only one that matters. Yeah. But yeah, I'm actually on on Frank time right now. Meaning mountain time. Or maybe you came in while I was talking about all that as the road trip continues. 8:31 p.m. gang right here. That's right. Although, like, everyone at my day job is on Eastern time, so I I have been trying to still function largely on Eastern time. Of course, getting to sleep, you know, earlier still tends to fade. Please bring me dinner. Yeah, it's you know, everything in one time zone is just right next to each other, so it's not a big deal. We got that. We got that. What are you having tonight? Yep. Just picked up Arby's. I too have recently picked up Arby's. You know, we try to keep it pretty healthy on the road, and try to mix things up, especially since we're doing like the Airbnb thing. We have a few more sit-down meals, but you know, especially travel days, there's some fast food going on there as well. But you could have gotten a Fuecoco card. Dude, how is the buffalo chicken sandwich? I have seen it there, and it's always tempting. I really like buffalo chicken, but then it's Arby's, so I'm like, why wouldn't I just get the roast beef? It's pretty good. Okay. It is good. It is, you know. Oh, well then your decision is easy, right? It is pretty easy to burn yourself out if you only ever order the same thing when you're on a road trip. That is quite true. Oh, I did try the gyro there. It was okay. Very saucy, which not my number one quality in a car. Yeah, we actually, I had that on the way up to Mount Rushmore. So saucy sandwich on a steep, curvy mountain road. It's not the most winning combination I would ever say. You know, did my pants smell like tzatziki sauce after it was all done? Yes. Yes, that's a great question. Yeah, we homeschool. We homeschool, which, you know, was never the initial plan. It just kind of worked out, and we're taking it kind of year by year. But we homeschool the kids, so they're getting a pretty amazing history class right now as we go around. Geography as well. Yes. So that's been cool.
General life.
Say what?
General life.
General life, yeah.
Don't become a street person offering another child whiskey.
Yeah, I don't know who needs to hear this. If you are drinking from a sample, like, shot bottle of whiskey on the street, don't offer it to a small child that walks by. Please. Pretty please.
Just saying.
It's not as funny as you think it is. Yeah, I agree with the homeschooling, especially when they're young. It obviously, as you get more into advanced topics, it can get harder, but there's a lot of good resources out there.
We're smart people.
What?
We're smart people. We figure it out.
we'll figure it out. And if the best ability is the ability to know where to look for stuff, know when people are smarter than you, and how to find what you need. Offering it to the next kid you see. No, I said don't do it. I said don't do it. Yeah, it's actually kind of amazing. My job is full remote, so we homeschool the kids. I'm full remote, so we have a lot of flexibility, which has been pretty cool. I've definitely had some meetings from the car. Works out okay. Works out okay. What's cool is that I hadn't spent a huge amount of time out west as a kid, possibly read as actually any. So, and like college age and early adult, I'd been more to the West Coast stuff. Now I'm getting to see all the amazing things out, west of where I grew up. And that's so cool. It's just such an amazing, different landscape. We saw the Badlands and, obviously Mount Rushmore, Devil's Tower. Yeah, it's so cool. So it's been really amazing. You're crying? Why are you crying? Sorry, that came out really accusatory. Oh no, your Xbox died? What happened? Oh no, a power surge. Oh, Frank, I'm sorry that happened. That sucks. It was minding its own business and it got electrocuted. Oh my gosh, that is really frustrating. Yeah, I guess there's not really much salvaging it from that, is there? Demand justice. Are you getting foul play involved? I mean, not you conducting foul play. I'm talking about your original character. There might be some salvaging. I hope so. I hope there's something you can salvage from that, because that's so frustrating. Yep. Straight lines are the worst. Oh, well, that might be good if it just got the power adapter. Is it like most consoles are just the big old the big brick, right? Oh yeah, that was what I was asking. So Xbox built it into the console. Why? Yeah. Yeah, well, plus don't most console manufacturers have if you try to do anything yourself, you're basically voiding any warranty you might have. I mean, granted, if the warranty doesn't really do anything to help you out in this case, there may not be a whole lot of reason to worry about it. But... oh my gosh, I had a 3DS. I have the 3DS that I used to, when I was commuting back and forth to the office, that thing was always with me. I even would put it in my pocket to walk around at lunch because, it counted your steps and gave you in-game rewards for stuff, and you could get street passes. Oh, the FTC actually said you can't do. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I definitely haven't looked at it since then. Because I think I looked at it for my 3DS because the shoulder buttons, I guess, I don't know if they got just pressed too much being in my backpack or pockets, or if they got like dust or lint, but they gave up the ghost. Oh, you laugh. But one of my coworkers also has a 3DS, and when I went back to the office last month, we made sure to coordinate to get a street pass. So I'm here. I'm here street passing in 2023, living my best life. I really hope that for whatever the successor for the Switch is, they bring back something like Street Pass. That was fun and fairly unintrusive. That's the, yeah. Of course, Nintendo, you know, they are a little notorious for coming up with really cool ideas and then kind of just abandoning them to die after a while. 2024. Yeah, it's 2024. The online servers will be shut down. Probably to make room for like whatever is coming after Switch, would be my guess. That'd be my guess. You know, I guess that means I probably need to clear out any Pokemon that I have in my 3DS games before and get them into Pokemon Home before it's too late. Can't wait for the Switch 2. Yeah, I'm really curious what they're gonna come up with or have come up with. I guess the rumor was that they were demoing hardware to developers at Tokyo Game Show. So what was nice was that when they shut down the eShop, they made Pokemon Bank free to use, so you could easily transfer out your Pokemon from, you know, X, Y, and all those, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon. But then you still have to pay for Home to be able to port them over. But yeah, I mean, our family just got a Switch late last year. It was brought to the children by Santa, and so we've been getting to enjoy like years of software library that they built up, which is super cool. $5 a year. Well, now you can just pay like $5 a year for Home. I don't actually know. I don't remember how much Home was. I didn't think it was a huge increase over for premium, because I think you can get 30 Pokemon for free. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, come on, dude. You can do this. There we go. Okay. Knock down that brush size a little bit. Some posters here. Okay. Put those shinies in the windows. Okay. You know, I probably won't line in any art here. Those are supposed to be like big museum banners or whatever, but I can just do flat colors on it. I think that'll look just fine. Because also I don't need it to be the emphasis of this. OMG? Excuse me. OMG. Goose's Halloween costume is scary. Did you post something? I've been a little bit absent from Instagram lately. I think I logged in last night. Finally, lettering. Yep. So you're working on it. Haven't made anything like a week. Same. Well, I take that back. We were with both of my kids, we have graphic novel projects that we work on that are the kids are the complete and total creative directors for them, and they just bring me in to do like line art or do pencils and sometimes final lines, and then they'll do like colors and all that. So I've done that. I did that this weekend while we were driving. It's funny though, because then like they'll be each alternating. So I'll be like, okay, grab this one. All right, take it back. Okay, next one. And then they're like asking me to like, they don't want to hold their colored pencils. So like I'm holding them and passing things back and forth. It gets real hectic. Real hectic. I may get a bit grumpy sometimes. That's not how I want that to look. Come on. Better. What's the purpose of the road trip? To live. No, I mean, that's part of it. We had been talking about doing one for a while as a family. But then really it arose because I had work meetings in two geographically very different places, separated by a few weeks, and we're like, well, let's just do it. Let's just hit the road, and we can visit family along the way. We can go see the sights in between meetings. So my last set of meetings is that's fun. Last set of meetings is next week. And that'll actually be here in Colorado. It's funny because generally we like travel. And have gone through other periods of heavy travel, although more recreational. You family, just kidding. No, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, sweet, is this Starlight Zone? I think it is. I don't want to go to the Game Chops channel that I'm using for my music because half the time if I open it again, it decides that it's gonna just like crash the entire window and then my music drops out, and then like I have to sing to fill the quiet and just nobody's happy, yeah. Driving to Colorado, yeah. I mean, you're not that far, right? Like, I mean, that's a gross understatement, most likely, considering that states be large and all that. That's a really thick O. I can fix that. Hotkeys. There we go. Look at me. Finally remembering. Better. I don't really need that leaf there. I can do it. Okay, yeah, it. 2 hours to get to Colorado, then it's just a game of cat and mouse for you to hunt me down. Okay, okay, that's
Not creepy.
that's what?
Not creepy at all.
Not creepy at all. No, it's fine. It's just a friendly game. Just a friendly game. Like long distance Marco Polo. You know, I'm just gonna, because the white lines are bugging me, but I'm not filling them in just yet. But I'm gonna fill in here just so it looks all pretty, and then I'll get the actual flat colors filled in. Oh, that's gonna mess with my actual flats. Ugh, fine. I'll do a different layer for those. This will just be for right now. Hardcore hide and seek. He was hiding in Nebraska all this time. Or real life Carmen Sandiego. Nice. Yay! That was the most detailed and longest one to do. So, hey, let's move on to our next panel, huh? That sounds good to me. All these old people in reference. You know, there is a Netflix show for Carmen Sandiego. Thank you very much. Forecaster. That is not. That's my day job, sneaking into my vocabulary. You know us weather folks. All about that prognostication. Do I care enough to do different sets, layers of lines for the skeleton? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. No. No, it's all good. You weather folk. I don't know if I keep it up. I have a green screen. I'll do a full-on weather forecast. I'll do it. I've practiced and been told I am very non-threatening. Like, trying to say that threateningly was, you know, perhaps not the most convincing call. But no, it's fine. It's fine. I guess that was probably a good sign for me not to follow my original plan to be a weathercaster. Today the forecast is knuckle sandwiches. It's like now I kind of want to see an intimidating weather person just to see what that's like. Weathercaster, perhaps. Yeah, that's not that. All right. Boop. Wait, why am I on pen? On such a huge... Okay. There we go. Nope. Nope. Oopsie daisies. Come on. I at least could just get the hotkey going so I can make this quicker and easier on myself. You'd think that I would do that. It's like different setting and my brain's like, I'm just gonna forget everything that I know. Although I should say, you know, setup's a little bit different, so maybe I'm gonna blame it on that. I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's just the microphone is in the wrong place. That's all. Obviously, this would be completely done by now and perfectly articulated if it just weren't for this this different setup. That's it, you know? You know? Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough for me. Okay, Yeah. We're just watching Jeff draw the same thing a bunch of times over and over again. It's good times. Although I will say, for any lurkers or YouTube watchers out there, if you're wondering why it looks like I'm just drawing over the lines that I've already drawn, it's because this lets me focus. I did a lot of my visual thinking and detail thinking in my pencils, which is kind of what I prefer to do. So that when it comes time to just draw the final lines, I can just focus on the pen pressure to get the stroke that I want. And a lot of times I'm going for a very smooth, fluid stroke, and so I do it kind of quickly to get it very smooth, and so it may not come out exactly how I want, and then I'll just have to come back in and redo it a few times to get exactly what I'm looking for. But that's why you're seeing what you're seeing, and there's still room that I'll fill in some more details on things as well in this phase. But that's why I'm basically right now just drawing mostly over blue lines. It is, although I've seen some artists who go straight to the inks, and that's much respect for doing the inks straight up over the sketch layer. But for me, I like to break down my visual thinking. I like to say it's because my brain is overloaded with other stuff. Do you remember when you played Mortal Kombat for the first time in the arcade? Are these all supposed to be old people references? I didn't play Mortal Kombat in the arcade, though. I did play Street Fighter 2 in the arcade. Yup. There we are. Well, time for me to go do old person things. I don't even know where I was gonna go with that. I just don't know. Honestly, Mortal Kombat 1, the new one. It looks interesting. It seems like they've done a really significant amount of overhaul of the systems of it. Go play bingo. Mortal Kombat bingo. Not to be confused with the first Mortal Kombat. Frank, have you ever heard the soundtrack, the Mortal Kombat soundtrack? It actually came out before the movie, but it wasn't the music that was in the game. It was just music inspired by the game. No, I think it was out well before the movie, actually. I mean, feel free to fact check me on that, but like, I don't think the movie had come out yet. I remember, I think my Taekwondo class, they were playing it in the background while we were doing stuff. Today I learned on history with Jeff. I think you're short. What F sound? Maybe 5? Maybe 5. Yeah. Oh, man. You know, I think I actually like that with the dots in between. It feels very code namey. What would it be a code name for though? Now my brain is spinning trying to think of an acronym, which usually I love to play this acronym game. It's good times. I often play this game with Dana, who's I mentioned a few times on the stream. It's good times, especially since there's no shortage of fun acronyms in the National Weather Service. Oh, didn't even draw that guy in. There we go. So, Frank, how far back in the ancient history of ye old Mortal Kombat games have you played? What was I doing? Properties? No, that wasn't what I wanted. That's fine. When MK versus DC came out. Okay. I have a vague recollection of that. That wasn't one that I played. Honestly, I was always a bigger Street Fighter fan. Like, I liked Mortal Kombat just fine. Like, I wasn't super bothered by the gore or anything. Yeah, it was a game that I would... Oh gosh, this is going to be another old person thing, isn't it? I would rent. Like that time I rented Mortal Kombat 3 on the N64. That seems weird now that I say it out loud. Yeah. Oh, Soul Calibur. I do love Soul Calibur. I haven't played anything past 3, but I enjoyed it when I got into it. Street Fighter is probably my main fighting game favorite. Oh, or Smash, depending on how you want to categorize it. Go back to Blockbuster. You know, I don't miss those days. I don't. I really don't. All right, what was I doing? I was gonna change this text color, and I was looking in here trying to remind myself where my layer properties for expression color were, and I just totally spaced out. It's good times. Just totally spaced out. Whee! Okay, cool. I think I am envious of you if you are good at fighting games. I am marginal at best. I do enjoy them and the strategy of them, but I am not great at thinking things out, and the level of technical mastery required is just incredible. Oh, that's right, because it had the platform specific ones, right? Like you could... Was Vader... Wait, Vader was PlayStation, right? And was Yoda Xbox? Or do I have that wrong? Okay, that's all good there. Yeah, Vader was PS3. Okay. I think I just remember because like green, green and green, right? Green Yoda, green Xbox. Okay, well that's nice. Yeah, for Soul Calibur 2, you couldn't cross buy, and it was Heihachi from Tekken was the PlayStation, and Spawn was the Xbox, and then it was on GameCube, so you could play as Link. Which is what I had, and it was pretty satisfying just like ring outing everybody with the Megaton hammer. That was a really good time. I'm knocking this one up a little bit. Alright, that didn't make sense where I had drawn the part there. That's how it would actually work if comics were real life. Elbow bend should be more there. When am I taking you to the bar? I thought you already had the sample whiskey bottle. You said you were gonna offer it to the next kid you saw on the street. I could probably be using a smaller brush size here, but this is fine. Oh, you need a replacement for... That toddler cleared me out. Yay. All right, 2 panels down. Let's keep rolling. What was dial-up like? It's like I want to have a cool response. It's like, oh no, I never knew dial-up. But yeah, I had dial-up. I think you can probably guess what it's like though, if I'm being totally honest. Did I actually say speech bubbles last time? Am I being consistent? Is this what this feels like? It's amazing. Usually I end up switching between word bubbles, speech bubbles, word balloons, dialogue containers. Yeah, I absolutely had dial-up for a while. I remember when cable internet came to our area, and it was a beautiful, shining day. It was absolutely delightful. I think it is kind of crazy, you're like realizing just how much things have changed over my lifetime. And it's not that long of a lifetime, right? Like it's a reasonable amount of time. These should be in here. There we go. Okay. I will separate out some of these foreground elements here for lines just to make my life potentially easier. Back in my day, I couldn't pause the TV. I mean, even that hasn't been... Well, On Demand's been around for a while. It's been around for a while. And if you... Have you just been reading BuzzFeed articles to do your research on what it was actually like? Is that what's going on here? Or did you really experience this? Okay. I think it was fun. You know, we visited my family as part of this road trip, and like we cut cable years ago. My parents still have it. Didn't see all of ET until you turned 23. You know, I saw it at one point. It's been a really long time since I've seen it. At any rate, my kids are no longer accustomed to what it's like to have like, oh no, this is just what's on. And you just watch this and you can't skip the commercials. I think understandably it sounds like a bad deal to them. Although really, like, they're just getting better at like product placements and things. So if you're gonna skip the ads, you'll see that. Or like if you don't pay for the ultra premium service, you're just gonna get, you know, you can't skip ads, things like that. Watching live TV is so hard. You know, yeah, I agree. I mean, I'll do it, right? Like, if there's something I want to watch, I will watch it, whatever the format is, especially live events. But we live in a time where you can get by with a lot, largely without all that. It's nice. And that's even considering things like, you know, Twitch ad rolls and YouTube ad rolls, which admittedly are all getting worse over time, but even at that, the platform holders have to be able to, you know, make money to support the platform and continue investing in it, and that's advertising, I guess. But on the bright side, seeing as that I don't even stream the prerequisite number of hours a month to be an affiliate and have ad rolls, you are safe here. The craziest YouTube ad the other day? Oh no, like what was it? Also, not gonna lie, I love this Ashley face that I drew. She's adorable. Oh. Oh no. Still? How would that get approved, man? Ah, that's so frustrating. You know, it's a valid question. I'm sure. Well, hopefully there's tons of people reporting it, right? Like, if it's out there, people are like, no, this is not okay. Good on you. Thank you for reporting stuff like that. I think that's really important. Like, I have to, like, I don't want to turn the channel super, opinionated into public and social discourse, but I gotta say, like, it bugs me when people can't just accept other people's existence. Like, or just feel like just because people might feel safer to be themselves in this era, that somehow that means it's fake. It's like, yes, it's being more normalized now. Like, everything across the LGBTQ. Oh my gosh, my brain is just blowing up. Why? Sorry, I'm so tired. But like, everything across that spectrum, like, yeah, it's being normalized, and I think rightfully so. And people who are that way anyway are more comfortable expressing themselves and being themselves instead of trying to, like, hide it and, make their own lives miserable, increasing the chances of all sorts of self-harm. Like, of course they can actually express themselves, and that's so important. We can't try to stuff that back in the bottle. We've come so far. Anyway, sorry. And political talk. Well, thanks. It's good. It's good to hear. Like, I welcome people of all sorts of opinions to this channel. I don't want this to be a place where anybody feels alienated. But it is, nice to have the solidarity. Your grandpa watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2? Man, I can't do those movies. And that's just me, but actually, it's gonna add some hair texture lines. Oh man, Animal Crossing. See, Animal Crossing is my speed versus that. Oh, your grandma's super Catholic and losing her... I can see how that would be challenging for her. And I'll go ahead and add these lines in here. Okay, coming back to panel 3. She was just giving you the stare the whole time you were talking. That's kind of funny to picture. You need me to buy you Magic cards? You play some MTG? Just like $1,000 of them. Like, do they have to be different cards? Can they all be like $1,001 cards? All mana. You know, I started to get into playing when I was in like high school a little bit, but then for me, much with the same way I was with like the technical execution and forethought of like being a good fighting games player, I kind of fell out of deck building and turned more into like, I'm gonna collect the cards with the art that I think is awesome. Which is a little bit what I do with Pokemon cards now too. Not Jeff getting me $1,000 of land. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, how are you gonna play your creatures without lands? That's smart thinking, you know? Alright, and the side of the case should be also on the Ashley layer. Oh good, it's a straight line. Yeah, I've seen some streams of the online. It looks like it works incredibly well. What was it that I saw? Oh, it was Hot Pockets. This is the grocery store. I'm like, Hot Pockets had like Magic the Gathering or Arena stuff on the box. I was like, whoa, we've come a long way. Now that's a problem. I can just make a break in the line. It's not that important to have it continuous. So I don't really want it to interfere with the line art. Okay, that works. That works. You need to save the receipt to redeem it. Interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You can't just scan the barcode at the back of the UPC code. I guess it makes sense because people could just like run through the whole grocery store like freezer case scanning every barcode. Because they need all those lands for their deck. Great. I will say I've gotten a little better at strategy stuff now. I'm slowly developing the patience in mind for it. But even like, I played a ton of Final Fantasy, most of the titles. But even then, like my strategy was more like I just enjoyed being in the game in the world, so I would just over level everybody instead of using a lot of actual strategy to get through the tough fights. You did that when Modern Warfare 2019. So you're the reason that they're making you save the receipt then? Is that what I'm hearing? Nice. is that man scanning all the bags? Oh, he's just doing inventory. Not my fault. You sure? What do you mean this code has already been redeemed? Like, what were the codes even for in that case? More horizontal there. Oh, double XP tokens? Ah, okay, that's pretty useful type stuff, huh? Wait. That's cool, let's just switch windows on me. No big. Breaking up these lines a little bit because we're like looking inside, looking at these stands through the glass. I'll also just very subtly mess with the color too, I think, when I go to flats, just to help drive the point home of what I'm going for here. So when I like next week start not doing that, you can be like, but Jeff, weren't you gonna? And I'll be like, oh yeah, I was just testing you. Just kidding. I don't play that. Is that gonna even be even? Yeah, close enough. Yay. Look at me go. Except for that. Look at me go. Oh. Alright, let's see what you look like without pencils. Good. Good. You know, I had this grand plan in my mind. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to bring my sketchbook with me and on this trip, and like every day I'm going to draw something. I'm going to work on like landscapes from everywhere we are and do these quick little comics every day to summarize. It turns out that in reality, I don't have that much time to do stuff like that. That's what I'm finding out. Sad, really. Speech bubbles. No? Speech bubbles? Yes? Did I get it? Am I consistent? Am I doing it? Yes. It doesn't actually matter, but I like to think. I like to have consistent labels. Oh, so you're inconsistent with that too, sketchbooking? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to keep the habit. It's hard to build the habit. I know it's supposed to be one of those things as an artist that's like, it's very helpful. For your individual growth. But it's hard. It is hard to find time. Holy cow. But I am hoping that like over the course, we have our family moments over the course of the trip. So I'm hoping maybe I can work on some more comics. Although I'm thinking when I finish this one, I'll probably get going on my donation piece for GDQ. Come on, Jeff. Let's get this nice and smooth. Lots of space around my letters. Maybe I'm turning it out too big. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust the vertices because I am feeling tired and trying to get the perfect line is not a fight I'm interested in fighting tonight. And why work in vector if you can't use it to help you out sometimes, right? Yep, that's not. Jeff does. What's GDQ? Jeff does. It's games done quick. Sorry, yeah. So games done quick. If you're not familiar, they're probably live right now on Twitch. Oh my gosh, we could raid when we're done. I never raid. Yeah, games like speedrunning. So they're a huge speedrunning channel here on Twitch. They run big marathons twice a year. Awesome Games Done Quick is their winter marathon. Summer Games Done Quick is their summer marathon. They raise money for Doctors Without Borders, usually in the summer, and in the winter for Prevent Cancer Foundation. You games. Yeah, Frank doesn't like games. Sorry, man. At any rate, yeah, and so if you donate during certain segments of certain amounts, people donate prizes that you can be entered in a raffle to win. So the last couple of ones, I've donated art to, which, by the way, how flattering is it to get your art accepted by GDQ? Like, they're awesome. It was personally, it was flattering. Yeah, it's like that external validation of like, oh my gosh, someone thinks my art is good enough to accept. So that was really nice, and I love doing it. And I've been watching GDQ for probably, I don't know, a decade now at least, and seeing them like coming in and raising, $2-3 million for their causes. And then they also run twice a year. They have a women-only speedrunning event. Anyone who identifies as female, called Frame Fatales, and they raise money for Malala Foundation or Malala Fund, which is awesome as well. It's just I cannot speak highly enough of the group. They're a super inclusive group. It's classic and new video games, and who doesn't love games? And who doesn't love to see people break games in hilarious ways and go real fast? I mean, if it wasn't for GDQ, I probably would not be on Twitch to this day. I wouldn't have found it. I wouldn't really know about it. I wouldn't have had it in my mind to ever work on it. Excuse me, goodness. Yeah, it's super great. So, do I have a shout out command? I don't know. So they're to blame. Yep, it's thanks to them that I am, perpetrating myself upon all of you here on twitch.tv. At any rate, yeah. So that was a whole lot of backstory. But I was going to submit another piece for a prize this year. So, wait, that was like fire hair. And not in the good way. Okay. So do people see that they're shouted out? I'm guessing they do, right? This is me not knowing how a lot of this actually works. Also me being like slightly shy and nervous about shouting out one of my favorite streams. But I guess that's what you should do, right? This is where introvert Jeff kind of comes out. It's like, oh, don't notice me. I'm just over here doing my art quietly. Which is funny because you'd think that maybe that wouldn't be a good idea to stream if you feel that way. Okay. Is there, so I know you stream, Frank. Is there a certain etiquette to using shoutouts? I wouldn't want to commit a faux pas, you know. Not really. Okay. Doesn't have to be a thing, so Jeff stopped making it a thing when it doesn't have to be. Is that what we're saying? Okay, yeah, I've seen that with the raids. Actually, I think I did that at a 6-point brush. I'm gonna do that again. Consistency. Okay, we're coming together there. All right, let's do our background layer. It's not a vacuum. It is in fact a hairdryer. I was wondering if that was audible, but it's all good. We're good here, right? Welcome to our evening routine over here. Okay. We're good, we're good. Maybe 10-point was a little bit thick on those lines. Oh, you know what I did is I think I just kept it at 10 when I had been using 8 point, but I used 10 for the word bubbles, and I never switched back. That is what I did, and that is why all my lines seem super thick. Okay. If only there was a magical tool that could help me do that. Perhaps directly reduce my line weight by 2 points. Whatever could it be? Okay. This is why we work in vector. Okay. Let's start with just Ashley. Better. All right, cool. And now everybody else. That's all pretty good. All right. Whee! Oop, that's too far. There we go. I'm so happy I don't have to redraw all this to make it consistent. Nice. You'll just judge it. You missed the old... Oh man, does sriracha change its flavor? It's been a while since I've had it. I like it. I like spicy stuff. There we go. Oh, so they tried to renegotiate their pepper provider prices. That is hard to say. Pepper provider prices. Pepper provider prices. Yeah. Oh, so because different provider, different flavor. Got it. Interesting. Oh, wow, that is so much better with that line weight. Okay. So, was it just recently that they switched? Okay, better. Good. Good. Now we'll get back to me failing at drawing straight lines. Whee! I know, I had you all worried. You're like, but what if he draws it right this time? What if it works? Ooh, tangent. Boop, boop. But sriracha shortage? Man. I didn't even know. I'm actually going to keep this kind of modernish font instead of the Times New Roman serifs. Because, you know, the museum shop wants to be cool and trendy. So you can feel cool and trendy and buy their stuff. It's funny because I've been thinking like, oh, we should get more sriracha. I love, like, we always have some sort of hot sauce on hand in the house. Like, usually I go with Tabasco just because it's simple, it's handy, it's familiar and very consistent. I like the rounder O. But then it does not make it clear that that is a shop. Yeah, I agree. I think the simple heat with Tabasco is nice. Man, you know what I had? I don't know if you like ramen. The Bulldog. I think it's a Korean brand. The double spicy ramen. Oh man, it is so good. If you like spicy stuff. Give you a slice of sourdough and you can eat that with a layer of sriracha. That sounds really good, actually. That sounds delicious, honestly. Oh. Can't have it because cholesterol's high. Got it. Yeah, I could see how that could be a problem. But like, I don't know what it is about the Bulldog. I'm probably saying, like, not pronouncing that great. It is so spicy on the first day, and then if you don't finish the whole thing, like it seems like it dies down. You're old. I mean, at least you didn't play Street Fighter 2 in the arcades, right? No, it's all good. Don't. You know, I think you can have health concerns at any age. So don't go feel. Oh my gosh, my words are not coming up. Don't go feeling self-conscious. You just played outside. Just a motorcycle? No worries. We climbed trees. I mean, I did that as well sometimes. Right, did I do? Yeah, I did the textures there. All right. All right. Panel 5, here we go. Speech bubbles. Look at me. Being consistent. With confidence. We rode bikes. Kids still ride bikes? Okay, I'm switching to 10 and I'm not going to leave it on 10 when I go to draw the actual art. All right. This is me changing the text color. This is me going back to pencil. This is me dropping the thickness. There we go. Boom. Clap. Why do we need me to clap? Did I get it? Is that what we were looking for? Did I do it? What was this for, a performance of what? old people sound like. The webcam. Oh, did I desync? Oh man. All right, hold on. OBS, what are we doing? I'm gonna hop over to just chatting. Okay. Clapping now? Is it? Sound is a second behind. Oh man. I mean, it doesn't make any sense that muting my mic would do a thing. Any thoughts on how to fix that? Oh, well, I'm here. I was talking about games done quick. These, the Yeti does, like, they have designs that you can buy shirts that help raise funds, and this is one of their designs. Most of the pray. Yeah, I could do that. Anyway, yeah, most of the shirts that I wear are actually Yeti shirts, the Yeti shirts for GDQ. All right. Well, let's just get back to the art there, huh? In the meantime, you can just pretend that I'm a, you know, fan dub of myself. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I like it. They have some amazing artists over at the Yeti anyway. Sync issues is a problem for next week, Jeff. Can do that better. I feel like I'm just getting quieter as the night goes on. I mean, I'm sure I'm just tired, but is that how it usually goes? And I just don't realize it? Is that just how it usually goes? You think I keep my... Okay. I usually keep my energy up. That's good. That's good. That's what I hope for. I definitely downed a coffee before tonight. Pretty good for a grandpa. Why did I not see that coming? I don't know how I didn't see that coming. Well played. Well played, Frank. Yeah, fix that angle there. Yay! Sorry, I'm just chuckling at how much this is my children. Like this panel? Is it or the whole page? Oh, thanks. Yeah. It's been a lot of fun to work on this one. I'll probably have at least one more week because I'm clearly not finishing this one tonight. But if I can at least get inks done, I'll lay down colors next week and shading. It's usually not too bad time-wise. Then move on to the next thing. But this is good. I mean, this is why I like working with Ashley. Like, she's a good writer, and her stuff is really fun. I mean, also she's, you know, an amazing person and my wife, and I love her very much. That too. But I like her writing. Oop, that got away from me. Oh, we're... I can push it a little bit longer. I'm sure it's fine. Classic Jeff, mirroring his writer. I mean, to be fair, the marriage happened first, and then the writing and actual illustration, not just doodling fan art for myself. Now, do I still want the museum shop wording on there? Maybe? Maybe. I was gonna put these little indents in the bag. There we go. I need to drop that down. I think I will put it on here just to make it 100% clear what's going on. Sorry, I almost broke into song. Karaoke stream incoming. There's not really a background on this one. I guess there's a text layer. Speech bubble. Oh no, I'm starting to forget it. Speech bubble. It's speech bubble, right? Right? Just say this is text, even though it's just the ellipses. Dead people. Oh, hold up. We gotta do it again. Sorry, I'm just really excited about the bouncing emojis all over my Just Chatting page. So, if we can, if you want. Or perhaps I was too late. I can go back. I can go. There we go. Woo! there we go. So I did limit. Maybe I should just turn off the limit. Maybe I should just turn off the limit. I had like, was there like 5-second cooldown in between emotes popping up? Was that it? I can play around with it. Because honestly, I think, you know, we could just enjoy the chaos. All right. Let's... There we go. And thank you. Thank you for humoring me, by the way, Frank. I appreciate that. All right. Limit sucks? Okay. Well, I'm not quite ready to bring up stream elements and fix this, change it live on stream. I will try to remember next week to mess around and drop down the limit. Okay, bringing that back down. Okay, okay. Get those glasses in there. I probably do. Okay, okay. Whew. Just gonna save my work just in case. Oh, I forgot to turn off those pencils too. Boom. Okay. We're getting so close. Well, I definitely can tell that I'm wearing down a little bit. But we're almost there. Yep. Okay, that's good. That's gonna make a foreground folder there. Cool, cool. So close. Oh, you know, we haven't seen Janos tonight. I hope they're doing all right. Still cracks me up that the kid actually said this. Wait, was it buffering that whole time? How long was it going? Oh, you kept on having to refresh it? Oh, man. That's not quite right. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. That makes more sense. Although now it's a little bit pushed forward. I don't know, yeah, I've noticed when I'm watching Twitch, sometimes it can get wonky around ad rolls, especially if I don't have the audio on, like if I'm got it muted for some reason. Oh, but since I changed to the big screen, wow, interesting. Hey, we're doing it. 8 panels, last panel. I can spell speech bubble. Watch me just fading and drawing like stick figures by the end. So you probably weren't there. I was saying I was just noticing, like I noticed a little bit earlier, but I was just saying we haven't seen Janos tonight. Hope they're doing all right. Hope they're doing all right. Oh my gosh, what is this shape that I'm actually drawing? Yep, gotta get that pen pressure right. There we go. Oh, finally. Finally. So, like I did the the cookie gargoyle shirt for Dana. And that's actually the second shirt that I've done for him. I did another one a long time ago, a few years ago, I guess. That's not that long. But before I sent him the actual art, I just drew this like really quick stick figure art, and I sent it to him. I was like, yeah, I'm so proud. It looks great. He was a good sport about it, thankfully. Also, I mean, he's a smart guy. He knows what I get up to. Yeah, and it sounds like they have been a bit worn down. I hope they're good. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum. I'm curious if they'll do any more seasons of Mandalorian now that we got the music going. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. That's not quite right. Okay. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, we actually got all the lines done tonight. It was a stretch, but we did it. Just to review. Yay! Cool. Speaking of folks who are probably tired, that's also me. But hey, I'm glad we did it. We got through the lines. Tomorrow. So we'll, next week we will color and shade. I think we should be able to finish this one up next week. So that's good news. I'm happy with where this one's going. Yeah, I'm tired. Sorry guys. I gotta call it. It was fun last week hanging out and doing some just chatting after some drawing time, but I got nothing left in the tank tonight. So yeah, I will be back next Thursday. That is the plan, 10 o'clock Eastern time, regardless of whether or not I'm on Eastern time. Yeah, Frank, thanks for coming and hanging out as always. So we do this. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. How do I get out of this? You know, I was trying to do a thing and, oh, there we go. Oh, all right. Did it? Hey, I actually figured out how to do it. Hey, Frank, thanks for coming and hanging out. It's been good chatting with you, as it is every week. So hopefully see you next week. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I hope you all have a great week. Thanks for everyone, anyone who was there lurking. I appreciate you. Never gonna call you out, but just know that I am happy to have you here. Thanks for joining us for some chill art time. Anybody watching on YouTube, hey, thank you. I love it. I love doing art. I love drawing for y'all. I hope you guys enjoy it too. And feel free to drop a line in the comments. Let me know how you like it. And yeah, all right. I will see everybody next week. Thank you so much again. I appreciate you guys. Have a great week. Be well. Good night.